Hi guys, I wanted to make this science video for my friends who are at home looking to do a little extra science work, and if I have more students who are interested in these videos, I can continue them every day. Today we are going to talk about the dichotomous key and how it is used in science to help identify things like animals or plants. So for this activity today, what you need to do is go outside and collect some leaves of different sorts. Try and find some index cards or even just plain paper and a marker and some floor space for you to do the activity. So go outside, grab some leaves, and then you come back and watch the rest of the video. So now that you have your leaves, we're going to talk about the dichotomous key, which is a way to help identify an animal or a plant. So you could have biologists using a dichotomous key to try and figure out what plant they have found in the woods. You could have a paleontologist using a dichotomous key to try to identify what type of dinosaur bone they found. Dichotomous keys are very helpful when dealing in science. So I have a pile of leaves here. And they're wet because it's always raining here. So I have all sorts of different leaves. Now my leaves are going to look a little different from yours because of where we live. And I have really big leaves too, like this, that have a bunch on them. And some branches with leaves as well. So I'm going to lay them all out right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my first classification. So what the best way to do is to start out is you could separate them by color. So I'm going to start with, not green and green. If you have other colors, like most of your leaves are brown, you could do brown and not brown. So you're going to make your cards, lay them out, and then separate those leaves by the colors. So I have, this one is not really green, it's more of a brown. So that's gonna go in my not green pile, and then everything else is probably going to go in my green pile, and that's okay. So go ahead and split your plants in the first level of splitting. So for right now I have green and not green, and once you're done doing that, we're going to split them again. Let me find my index cards. Here we go. So now that I have my mostly green pile, I can talk more about the leaves. So here I have a scaly leaf, and it's got a curvy edge, whereas this is a flat leaf with a smooth edge. So my next level of classification, I think I'm going to do smooth edge and bumpy edge. So under my green pile, I now have bumpy edge and smooth edge. So I'm going to separate the leaves. When I have a smooth edge, I will put it on the smooth edge side. And when I have a bumpy edge, I'll put it on the bumpy edge side. Like that. So you can go ahead and split those up, and then we will go and classify them again. So after you've gone through smooth edge and bumpy edge, you'll still have some leaves in the same pile. You'll need to classify them again. So maybe we could do it by size this time. We have a large leaf and a small leaf, or we could do wide and narrow. Now we're going to take our cards again and classify it one more time. So I have a wide leaf and a narrow leaf. And what you want to do is, the whole point of this dichotomous key is you want to make sure that each leaf ends up being alone in its own separate pile. So once you've identified each leaf and given each its own little name, then you know you're done. And the cool thing about dichotomous keys is there's actually a bunch online. So I will give you guys some resources to doing dichotomous keys online, so you can find what type of fish there are, what type of leaves, what type of trees, what type of flowers, and you can click through and pick through the dichotomous key. It's really fun. So I will attach that with this video and send me your pictures of the dichotomous keys. I can't wait to see them.